What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 300 subscribers, of course. And I was trying to wait till Chris Paul signed with the team, but I ain't gonna lie, he's taking too long. It was just announced he's not going to be returning to the Suns, and now I think it's between the Lakers and not the Lakers, the Clippers and the Bucks, pretty sure. But Chris Paul has had an amazing career, and he has now said that it's going to be his last season in the NBA, which it's kind of crazy now looking at it, because people have been making fun of Chris Paul for years for some reason, and then now it being his last season, like, it's kind of crazy. Like, people I watched when I was a little kid are retiring now, and it's people my age in the league now, which is that's just insane to me. But let's just go through his career, because Chris Paul is undoubtedly a top 6 point guard of all time, top 5 if you don't want to count rings, because if we're talking about player, like how they played the game of basketball, I'm putting Chris Paul in that top 5 or top 6. But I want to know where y'all put him, I guess, because that's the 1 minute clip portion of the clip that I post. But let's just get to it. In the 2005-2006 season, Chris Paul averaged 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. And Chris Paul was on the Pelicans. I feel like that was the best version of Chris Paul, like his peak. Like, I don't feel like he peaked on the Pelicans, not the Pelicans though, Hornets, because that's what they were called at the time. Now they're called the Pelicans, obviously. But I don't feel like he peaked on the Hornets. But that Chris Paul Hornets, where he played on the Chris Paul, I keep messing up my words, but the way he played on the Hornets was nasty, bro. He carried them. He made David West an all-star, bro. Like, that's saying something. David West was nice, but Chris Paul obviously elevated his game, because after that, you seen David West make an all-star team after Chris Paul left? No. But in the 2006-2007 season, he averaged 17 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 9 assists. In the 2007-2008 season, he made his first All-Star appearance, where he averaged 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 11.5 assists. This is when Chris Paul was obviously, he had to score the ball. He was obviously, they call him the point guard, but Chris Paul was a scorer at this time. Like, he dunked on Dwight Howard at this point in his career, bro. That's how nice this Chris Paul was. And this was when it was the competition. Who was the best point guard in the league after Steve Nash obviously fell off and he got old? It was either Chris Paul or Deron Williams. And some people said Chris Paul, somebody said Deron Williams. But I'm not going to be mad, bro. But in the 2008-2009 season, Chris Paul averaged 23 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 11 assists. And during the seasons where he played his best basketballs, in my opinion, he averaged above 10 assists, just above 10 assists in general. That's when Chris Paul was at his best, not when he had his lower assist seasons. And you can say throughout his career, like, he's been unlucky. Like, I made the video about the Clippers like about 2 months ago, where I said the Clippers just unlucky, but that's been Chris Paul's career. Every point of Chris Paul's career has been unlucky. In the 2009-2010 season, in the 2009-2010 season, Chris Paul averaged 18.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 10.5 assists. In the 2010-2011 season, his last season playing for the Hornets, he averaged 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists. And we all know the next season he would go to the Clippers, but we all know he was supposed to play with Kobe Bryant. And if he played with Kobe and Powell during that time, I feel like he probably would have got a ring. Like, that's when Kobe... That was before, obviously, Kobe got the injury. In the 2010-2011 season, Kobe was still nice. Kobe was still good. So, David Stern really waved that. I don't think... Imagine if that was now and Adam Silver was the commissioner back then. I don't think Adam is waving that. I don't think that. We see Lucas on the Lakers now. We think fucking Chris Paul was gonna... That trade wasn't gonna get waved. David Stern wasn't the commissioner. But needless to say, this is when the Lob City era started. And in the 2011-2012 season, Chris Paul averaged 20 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, and 9 assists. In the 2012-2013 season, he averaged 17 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 9.5 assists. And it's crazy, because throughout these Clippers seasons, obviously, the Clippers were favored to go deep in the playoffs, and they just never did. That's what sucks about it. But they were so fun to watch. That's why it makes me mad that they didn't actually do more than what was expected of them, bro. Like, it just sucks, bro. I ain't gonna lie. In the 2013-14 season, he averaged 19 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 10.5 assists. Again, another season where they was favored to go all the way. They didn't do it. In the 2014-15 season, he averaged 19 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 10 assists. And during this season, Chris Paul got hurt. Blake Griffin got hurt. He hit a game winner against the Spurs to knock out the defending champs. And right after that game, he got injured, which was a prime example of the injury luck that he unfortunately had. And that was the season where the Warriors got their first championship. And it just sucks that he never got one. It sucks that he's never got one. And I don't think he's going to get one this season. It'll be funny as hell if he gets one this year. Like, I don't think y'all understand how funny it would be. But in the 2015-16 season, Chris Paul averaged 19.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists. And again, another consistent season. Like, I'm surprised people don't talk about Chris Paul's longevity, but we'll get to that at the end of the video, because yeah, he's played a lot of good seasons in the NBA. And then the 2016-17 season, his last season in Los Angeles, he averaged 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. And then he went to Houston for 2 seasons. And in the 2017-18 season, he averaged 18.5 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, and 8 assists. And this season was Chris Paul's best chance to get a championship, or his second best chance, I guess, because the Suns, obviously, they made the finals. But this was his best chance, I feel like, because they were up 3-2. Chris Paul was playing his best basketballs in the playoffs. James Harden, obviously the MVP of the league, and Chris Paul injures his hamstring. They go on to lose two straight games, bro. That's just so unlucky, bro. Because, oh my God, like that 2017-18 Rockets team was an experience. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was an experience. They were fun to watch, because obviously Mike D'Antoni's system just had them jacking up a bunch of threes. You had Harden playing ISO ball. Like, in the 2018-19 season, it wasn't the same. He averaged 15.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 8 assists. He would then go to Oklahoma, where people wrote him off. A 0.2 chance of making the playoffs. And Chris Paul averaged 17.5 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 6.5 assists this season, dragging the Thunder to the playoffs with the 3-headed guard lineup of him, Dennis Schroeder, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, young Shai, a second-year Shai, was getting mentored by Chris Paul, one of the best point guards to ever play the game. And that's why they're friends to this day. Chris Paul was at the finals watching Shai play. Like, it's just a lot of shit that Chris Paul has done in his career. And then the next season, he would go to Phoenix in the 2020-2021 season. He averaged 16.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 9 assists. And this was the season where he played another great season. Like, they made the finals this season. They were up 2-0, and they ended up choking that lead. They didn't win another game, and Giannis was on a mission. So that was his best chance, I feel like. In the 2021-2022 season, he averaged 14.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 11 assists. In the 2022-2023 season, his last season with the Phoenix Suns, he averaged 14 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 9 assists. It's crazy that he only played one season with Kevin Durant. The Suns didn't even try to let it marinate, which is crazy to me, because you got 2 all-time greats in Chris Paul and Kevin Durant. You got a superstar in Devin Booker. You got a young center in DeAndre. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know why you break it up that soon, but that was NBA history 2 years ago, my bad. In the 2023-2024 season, he played 1 season in Golden State, where he averaged 9 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 7 assists. He came off the bench this season. And then in the 2024-2025 season, as a starter, he played all 82 games for the first time in his career, actually. No, not the first time, because he played 82 games in the 2014-15 season, and that's it. And he averaged 9 points, 3.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists. He showed that he's not washed goods, and he's still an impactful player. And it's crazy that when we talk about longevity, we don't mention Chris Paul's name, because Chris Paul is 40 years old right now, still playing like a starting caliber point guard. Maybe you're not going to start him in today's NBA, but he's still playing like one. I don't know, bro. But Chris Paul's accolades, they speak for themselves. He's a 12-time All-Star. He's an All-Star Game MVP. He's a 4-time All-NBA first-team selection, 5-time All-NBA second-team selection, 2-time All-NBA third-team selection, 7-time All-NBA defensive first-team selection, 2-time All-NBA All-Defensive second-team selection. He was the Rookie of the Year in 2006, All-Rookie first-team in 2006. He's a 5-time assist leader. He's a 6-time steals leader, and he was on the 75th anniversary team, obviously. But Chris Paul has had a great career, and I told you in the beginning, I would probably rank Chris Paul in the top five point guards of all time. You could make a debate for top 4, but I just want to put him top 4. But let me know where y'all rank Chris Paul. And I was trying to wait till he signed with a team, but he's taking too long to do that. But when Chris Paul ends up signing with the team, it'll be his last season. And let me know what y'all felt or how y'all feel about Chris Paul's career and this being his last season. Comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And the channel icon's right here on the right, and there's a video on the left. Click one of them holes if you didn't watch it already, and subscribe. Help the channel grow, and I appreciate you.